I think the deepest perverse thing about these platforms is that they have captured the meaning of social participation in society, that they've colonized and privatized that social participation means I'm on TikTok, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook. Many people watching us will say, well, I don't use social media, why should I care about this? We're all downstream from social media affecting television, affecting radio, affecting journalism. Once we recognize that certain products were toxic for us, we can do it again. Supercharging 100 or 1,000 times to 1 the worst parts of ourselves. It's because the enraging, inflammatory stuff goes the most viral. Let me make design decisions that are going to strengthen democracy. They're saying, how do I evolve the product in a direction that will get more engagement from people? What is the most aspirational career that you want to have? In the US, the #1 was influencer. If you're under 14 years old, they show you science experiments you can do at home, museum exhibits, patriotism videos, and educational videos. Don't ship that version of TikTok to the rest of the world. So it's almost like they recognize that technology is influencing kids' development, and they make their domestic version a spinach version of TikTok, while they ship the opium version to the rest of the world. In China, the #1 astronaut. Again, you allow those two societies to play out for a few generations, I can tell you what your world is going to look like.
That was part of this race to keep people engaged as things are competing for your attention, that if you're not paying for the product, you are the product. But the thing that is the product is your predictable behavior. You're using the product in predictable ways. We're 10 years into this hypnosis experiment.
Yes.
This is the largest psychological experiment we've ever run on humanity. It's insane. It's really, what is the core influence or impact that the shape of these products have on how we're making meaning of the world when they're steering our psychology? Now, if you think of it, the companies are competing for our attention. If they find out that each of us becoming a celebrity and having 1 million people we get to reach, if that's the currency of the thing that gets us to come back to get more attention, then they're competing at who can give us that bigger fame lottery hit faster. Is a world where everyone broadcasts to millions of people without the responsibilities of publishers, journalists, etc., does that produce an information environment that's healthy?
That we are 10 years into this mind warp where we have been fed a individualized reality. Roger McNamee, who had on here a few years ago, talks about it as the Truman Shows. We've got 3 billion Truman Shows. And everyone thinks that because, imagine a husband and wife couple, they follow the same friends on Facebook. They've got the same friends, so if they open up Facebook, they should see the same feed. But that's not actually how it works. They'll actually see completely different realities based on what the algorithms will say, this is the thing that's likely to keep you here. And what that did is took the shared reality we have, put it through a paper shredder, and gave each of us a micro reality in which we're more and more certain that we're right and the other side is wrong. And it's totally confused us. I mean, we are so confused. We're 10 years into this process now. Like a digital drug lord, when you leave, they try to figure out something to dangle in front of you to convince you to come back. And it's really just, it's destroyed our mental health of our teenagers. It's polarized our societies. It's addicted each of us. And it has really warped, I think, the psyche that now we are in the middle of with this. Conspiracy theories are especially dangerous because they're like a trust bomb. They warp your perception of everything that comes after it. In fact, the best predictor of whether you'll believe in a new conspiracy theory is whether I already got you to believe in one. And once you believe, then you perceive everything through that lens, and it warps all of your perception.